Well, hello ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to World of Tanks. We are in the end of our mini-series, of our random mini-series. Only one more tier 10 light tank to cover from World of Tanks 2.0 SandBox server. WZ-132-1, tier 10 light tank from China. I have covered all the rest of the tier 10 light tanks already. If you haven't seen those episodes, go check them out. D100LT from Soviet Russia, Rheinmetall Panzerwagen from Germany, XM551 Sheridan from USA, and AMX-13-105 from France. And today's main guest, WZ-132-1 from China. And as always guys, keep in mind this is World of Tanks SandBox server, where we are testing out ideas for the future, as you can see from the watermarks as well. A lot of you guys keep asking from me what are those numbers on the screen. Is it just me or are you guys seeing them as well? Yes, this is SandBox special to show that this patch or this game is under construction or something like that. Anyways, let's get going, and from the tier 8 position we can find one light tank that is tier 8 on live server as well at the moment. And this is because China is going to get brand new tank into tier 9 position. As we remember, all the rest of the tanks, all the rest of the nations are going to get brand new tank into the lower tiers, but China is kinda lucky, brand new tank in tier 9 position. But let's take a quick look. Let's take a look at the engine. 700 horsepower engine, 28.79 specific power, 64 top speed, 23 reverse speed, -5 degrees of gun depression. As always, Chinese vehicles are not shining with gun depression, but gun seems to be pretty nice. 100mm gun, 189 millimeters of penetration, 250 average damage, 244 with premium rounds. Bulldog, for example, gets 170 penetration, if I remember correctly. 8.57 rate of fire. Okay, 0.4 accuracy, 2.3 second aiming time. So, yeah, kinda decent gun. And the interesting thing is that from WZ-132 you are able to move into the tier 9 light tank or into the tier 9 medium tank. So if you enjoy playing with WZ-132, you are going to love this tank, because it opens up two different lines. But we are interested about WZ-132A, brand new tank with 100mm gun. Exactly the same gun, seems like it. A little bit lower rate of fire, but higher penetration, higher alpha damage, worse accuracy, 0.42. Not huge fan of that. And aiming time is 2.3 seconds, which is kinda average among other tier 9 light tanks. Let's take a look at the mobility, -5 degrees of gun depression once again, as always. 770 horsepower engine, 32 specific power, 64 and 23. No armor whatsoever, 2.5k average damage per minute. So, yeah, not too bad. I have to say, not too bad at all. But after earning 175,000 experience, you are able to unlock one of my favorite light tanks, at least on SandBox server, and this is WZ-132-1, tier 10 Chinese light tank. And it really was one of my favorite and one of the most enjoyable light tanks to play with. I really enjoyed the mobility, I really enjoyed the gun. So let's take a look at firepower. Stock stats, 6.67 rounds per minute, 246 penetration, 280 with premium rounds, 390 average damage. And by the way, this is the highest penetration among other tier 10 light tanks, highest standard penetration. 2600 average damage per minute, 0.42 accuracy, 2 second aiming time. Now accuracy is kinda meh, but aiming time, I take it. But firepower with my equipment, with my crew members and loadout is 7.1 second reload time, 1.76 second aiming time, accuracy 0.37 from 0.42, not too bad, and rate of fire from 6.67 to 8.43 rounds per minute. -5 degrees of gun depression, 20 degrees of gun elevation, average damage per minute 3286. So for tier 10 light tank, firepower with all the boosts available is not too shabby, if you ask me. And I'm able to boost my firepower, my tank, my mobility with ventilation, tank gun rammer and vertical stabs, because stock view range of this tank is 430 meters. Beast of a view range with my equipment 497. 497 meters view range. Yes, recon skill is active and situational awareness is also active on my loader. So you have 4 crew members. On T100LT, for example, or on Panzerwagen, you have 3 crew members, but over here it is much easier to get recon and situational awareness active at the same time, because 2 different crew members are able to get it. So yes, close to 500 meter view range with that firepower is bloody amazing. But now let's talk about survivability, and we have one interesting thing over here. 1500 hit points is average. It is the same with T100LT, but 100 less than on Panzerwagen or on Sheridan, and 100 more than on AMX 13105. Hull armor, nothing special, 50, 25, 20, but turret armor, guys, 200, 160 and 65. Turret is actually able to bounce stuff, and it is going to bounce almost every tier 8 and tier 9 gun on live server, and I have bounced some tier 10 guns as well. So 200 frontal armor on tier 10 light tank, I take it, but hull is still complete BS. Mobility 30.4 tons heavy tank because of that heavy turret, I guess, but at the same time it has 1080 horsepower engine. Specific power 35.53, nothing too special, 65 top speed, 23 reverse speed, and stock reverse speed is 52.15, but with my crew, with my equipment, 56.88, and as I mentioned before, view range 430 meters. Concealment is not the best, so that is why I had to boost it with 2 of my crew members. 2 of my crew members have 100% camo skills, and thanks to that I have 26.9% camo factor. So where this tank shines on paper is firepower, mobility and turret armor. So if you are able to position yourself good, you can actually bounce stuff with this tier 10 light tank. Believe it or not, you can actually do that. And I had no problems getting good games with this tank. I pretty much recorded 4 games in a row, and I had 4 good games to show you. So WZ-132-1 for me was one of the most enjoyable tanks to play with, if not the most enjoyable tank to play with, like all around awesome tank. Yeah, but this was tier 10 Chinese light tank on paper. Now let's jump into one battle as well. And welcome to the steps, everybody, with WZ-132-1. I really did have a lot of awesome battles that I would like to show you, but I do not want to make this episode 30-minute plus episode, and this is what I decided to show you. In this battle I am doing damage, I am doing spotting and overall active battle. So for the start, fairly standard position for light tanks, but as I can see, yep, enemy WZ-132 is going to counter this position by spotting me. This is one of the bad things about these positions, because on the other side, where that enemy WZ-132 is, this is kind of a counter rock for this position, because this guy is almost fully covered from the enemy fire, but RT can still splash you to death through the rock, seems like it. So one quick shot into the tracks, and by the way, I didn't even mention that I bounced Gorilla 15 just now, because it wasn't that awesome or that incredible bounce. I have 200mm thick frontal turret armor, and he was able to see the very edge of my turret, so I have a lot more effective armor, and that bounce was fairly easy, if I may say so. Now, I was able to dodge the second Badget RT shot, and now I should keep that T110E4 spotted for my artillery, for my team members, and right now I am simply praying that enemy Badget who was aiming at me started reloading, because on SandBox test server, Badget RT has only 3 shells in the magazine, not 4 that they have at the moment. And I can see D100LT, and guys, check this shot out. I am really proud over that shot. Boom! Almost blind kill, 228 damage done, and one really annoying and dangerous tank has been destroyed. And the second kill on the way, WZ-132, boom, 2 light tanks in a row. In 2 consecutive shots. T110 E4 just took the shot, going to aim the lower plate. It should be a real easy kill, but of course I didn't take time aiming and I derped my shot, but my reload time is way faster than this guy's reload time, so I'm going to secure the kill with my second shot into the lower plate. So third kill already and a little bit over 1000 damage done. Yes, kill securing is as important as dealing damage, as you can see. Object 268 spotted. Nice, epically lucky shot in 2D. I don't even know. Driver hatch, commander hatch, what was that? That was really lucky shot. I can see enemy Patchet RT is trying to run away. All the enemy tanks are actually trying to run away. Gorilla 15 spotted, aiming at Drax, of course, and yep, I was able to deal damage while tracking that Gorilla 15, and I got the full assistance for that. Now enemy RT goes down, and second full HP Gorilla, once again praying for tracking shot, but okay, let's deal damage at least. A little bit over average damage. TVP spotted, and TVP is receiving many shots. Quick shot into the hull, does the job, 412 damage done. And over here you can see that gun handling, like aiming time and accuracy and all that, are actually pretty decent. The only really bad thing about this gun is -5 degrees of gun depression. On maps like this, where you have a lot of bumps, this really limits your gameplay. Once again, aiming at Drax, tracking is the most important thing in World of Tanks, almost the most important thing. Really lucky shot by that SDB, kind of a snapshot into my ammo rack. Quickly going to repair it, trying to pick up the kill, but no, our RT was faster, and if I saw correctly, I would have missed that shot anyways. So next victim is going to be Object 268, enemy 183 just killed our TVP, and I did track that Object 268 split second, too late, split second after he received over 1000 damage from somewhere, so that was pretty unlucky. And the final enemy tank alive is FE 215B 183, my favorite tank destroyer in the game, trying to track stuff, but nope, getting stunned by my own RT, and I was still able to pick up the kill. So 4 kills, over 4000 damage done, and let's take a quick look at the result screen as well. Before we are going to wrap up this video, 1538 experience, second class, so nothing too special. Number 1 by damage, top by kills, and top by experience. Hat-trick, this is what I call a hat-trick. So let's see how many shots I fired. 18 shots fired, 16 hits and 13 penetrations. So 18 shots fired, 16 hits. I take it, especially if I'm going to think about it. A lot of my shots at the start of the battle were snapshots, so nothing to complain about. But ladies and gentlemen, once again, we are done. This was WZ-132-1 Tier 10 Chinese light tank. First look at this beast. I really did enjoy playing with this tank, and if this is going to be in the game as it is at the moment, I believe every single one of you are going to enjoy this tank as well. Yeah, I really do hope you enjoyed my mini-series about Tier 10 light tanks. We are finally done. A lot of work, a lot of effort, and a lot of hours went into it. I really do hope you appreciate that, and you find it informative or entertaining somehow. I don't know. I get you next time with something else. Maybe, I don't know. And yeah, stay awesome, take care, and bye.